Wise Link Academy. For today, we're going to be considering an aspect on technical drawing called Helix. Here's a question below. Draw one complete turn for right hand and left hand helices 44 mm diameter and 72 mm lead. Now, from the concept of helix, note something please. Whenever you hear the word lead, it is also called pitch. So, from the question, I am given two parameters. The first one is diameter, which is 44 mm, and the other one is what? The lead, which is what? 72 mm. Now, my first task here is to draw a horizontal line and vertical line, right? If I do that, if I take my T-square this way and draw a horizontal line down this way, and also I will take my T-square to draw a vertical line downward this way. Where they meet is at this point. At this point, my first dimension there is given to be what? Is given to be 44 mm diameter. And we always say that whenever you hear the word diameter as a parameter in technical drawing, divide that parameter by 2. So 44 divided by 2, I'll have 22. At this point, from here to here becomes my 22. At this center point, I will place it there to draw a circle this way. So here is what? Diameter of what? 44 mm. So having considered this, my next task is to take my T-square at this bottom of the circle, the circumference. I'll draw a horizontal line down this way. Similarly, take it up this way. Also do the same thing, same procedure this way. Right? This way. Now, my next task is to divide this circle into 12 equal parts. How do I go about that? Simply take your 60-degree set square this way, right? I'll take it this way. I'll draw it down this way, right? Similarly, I'll take it this way. From theta point, I'll draw it down this way. As you can see, next up, take it down this way. Connect this point to touch the circle and take it round this way from that center point to touch the circumference of the circle. Now, we have successfully what? Divided this circle into 12 equal parts. Let's list them out. Here is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, instead of 7, I will do descending order. That becomes 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. So here is the 12 stuff. I've divided that into 12. Now, my next task now is that the next dimension there is what? Given to be what? My lead. And lead is what? 72 mm. Now, note something. To construct that lead, it must not touch what? This circle. So now to establish the distance, I can take my meter rule and measure out 10 mm or perhaps 1 centimeter. At this point 3, put it there and strike an arc here. At this point 3, strike an arc here. That is, the distance between them must be what? Equal. Take my pencil, draw a vertical line this way. Next up, my pencil to draw a vertical line this way. It simply means I gave gap. Right? I gave gap. Now listen please. Naturally, here is my left hand side, here is my right hand side. Right? Now, in terms of helix, right? My left hand side is also always called right hand helix. And why my right hand side is called what? Left hand helix. So note that whenever I'm drawing an helix here, it's simply what? my right hand helix and my left hand helix. Take note of that, please. Now my next task now is to measure out 72 to the left and the right. Note, naturally it is left, this is right, but in terms of helix becomes what? Right, left. So I want to draw my left hand first. So I'll measure out 72 from this point to this point is 72, right? I'll place it my t-square to draw a vertical line this way, right? Similarly, I will measure 72 at this point too. 72 to this point, 72, and at this point I'll draw a vertical line upward. As you can see what I am doing. Next up, listen. I divided the circle into 12. Similarly, I will divide the length of this into 12. If it's that I divide the circle into 8, I will divide the length of this to be into 8. So now dividing this length into 12 equal parts, that will take us to the concept of how to divide line. If you don't know how to divide line, you can check on the description of this video to know how to divide line into equal parts. Now I want to divide this line into 12 equal parts. I can either take this upper part or this lower part, any one of my choice. So let me just take the lower part. Let's take it this way. Just draw an inclined line of your choice. Draw it down this way. Similarly, come to this point, draw an inclined line of your choice. Let's take it down this way. Any inclined line of your choice. Now, with any radius of your choice, see, I can use any one of my choice. Don't need to measure it. Just take it at this point. Now, cut it into 12 equal parts. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Let me extend that line I drew initially. So I have this. This is 12 already, right? So I will take my meter rule, this one, and I will take my set square, right? This one. I will firstly and firstmost, let me use this. I will take this man here this way, or let me take it down this. Let me take it this way, right? I will join that last point to this edge point here, this way. I'll connect it down this way. After connecting it down, I will hold it down. I will take my meter rule at this edge here, right? So I will slide on it this way. Next point, to the 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 next point, next point, next point, next point, next point, and also my last point. I have this. So I have divided this circle into 12 equal parts. Sorry, I have divided this line here into what? 12 equal parts. I will not take it up. So this point, take this point up. Similarly, take this next point up. Take this point up. Next up, this point up. Take this point up. Next up, this point. So that's what I'm doing. Next up, this point, take it up. Take this point up. This point. Take this point 2 up. Alright, take this point up. Sorry. Take this point up. And lastly, take this point up. So I can easily name this to be it should be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Right? And 12. So what I did here, I will do the same at this point. Right? So if I do that, I will take my pin of compass from this point to this point. I believe that what we used. So come to this point here and cut. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. So I will extend that line so as to access those last points. Right? So extend the line. Right? So and do the needful. I will take it at this point here. Make sure it's touching that line. At this point, touch that line this way. So what's the idea? We said connect this last point to this point. So I'll do that with my set square this way. Right? I can do it this way. I can connect it this way. Right? Or I can let me connect this way. Let me connect it this way. I'll connect this point, this last point, to that last point here. So hold it down this way. Put a meter rule at this point, right? And proceed. Take it down this way. At that point, draw another one, touching it. Next up, move it down this way. Draw another one, touching it this way, right? So simply move it down. So at the next point, I'll take it down. This is my next point. Move it down, right? Take it at this point. Take it this way. Next up, move it down. At this point, take it down this way. Move it down. Next point, right? I have this. Hold it down. Move it to my next point. I will have this. Alright, hold it down. My next point is this. My next point, sorry, that's shifted. So my next point will be this. Alright, my next point will be this. And finally, I'll be left with just a point. So take this point to this point, right? So I have divided that line into 12 equal parts. What is my next task? I will project that point upward the way I did this. So take it this way, take it upward, 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 upward. You can see, as you can see what I'm doing. Take this point to, upward, right? Next task, upward. Similarly, I will take the next point upward too. This point too. Take it upward. You need to be careful. Take this next point to upward. Alright, this next point upward. This next point upward. And also this next point upward. I have successfully what? Divide this. So since there is 0, that becomes 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now instead of 7, that becomes, take it descending, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Now we said here is 4, 5. See, there is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So descending, change it to 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Do you know why I did that? Because I do not have 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So to avoid confusion, let's take it the way we did this. right? Now, having done that, my next task now is to take this point, take my t square and extend this point this way. This is 0. I'll draw the line of 0. Now move to 1. This is point 1 and 1 here. Extend the line this way. Right? Next up, move to point 2 and 2. Abby, take it down this way, the faint line. So you can see what I'm doing. Next up, 3 is already done. Take 4. This is 4 and 4. At this point, take it down this way. Lastly, I have 5 and 5. 5 and 5. Take it down this way. As you can see, 6 is already established. My next task now is to observe closely. Observe closely, right? If you observe closely, so listen, here is 0. 0 touches 0, touches 0, taking this part, taking this part. This is line 1. 1 touches 1, right? I'm done with that. This is line 2. 2 touches 2 and touches 2 at this point. Next up, 3 touches 3. This is my 3 and another 3 at this point. Next up, 4 touches 4 here. Here is 4. Here is also 4. Next up, 5 touches 5 at this point. 5 at this point. And lastly, 6 touches 6. Here is my line 6. What I did here, I will do it at this point. Here is 0 touches 0. Taking this part, 0 and 0. Next up, 1 touches 1 here, touches 1 here. Similarly, 2 touches 2 here and 2 here. 3 touches 3. This is my 3. 3 and this is my 3 at this point. 3, right? So next up, 4 touches 4 at this point and 4 at this point. Similarly, 5 touches 5 at this point. Here is my 5 touches 5. Here is my 5 touches 5. And lastly, I have my 6. So note something. We said this is what our left hand helix and what right hand helix. And this is from here to here is called our lead, or you call it pitch. Now I'll take my French curve, right, to connect those points, all those points together, right? Connect all those points together. So now if I connect those points together with my French curve, let's see what we have. Let me connect this first. Let's take it little by little. I connect these points. Now listen. If I look at it this way, if I look at this stuff this way, I'll be seeing this very well. But what, I will not see this part. So I will make sure this part is drawn with a dash line, a dash curve rather. So let's connect this first together. If I take it this way, let me take it this way first. Let me connect this to this, right? Similarly, I can just connect this to this, right? Next up, I can connect this to this, right? Next up, I can just connect this, take my French curve this way. I'll connect this point, right, to this point, see, right? So take it at this point, connect this way, right, and close it up this way, right? So I'll make sure that this part is drawn with a what? A dashed line. I can just take my this French curve here, connect these points together, connect this first, right? Next up, I can just connect this. Next up, I just connect this once. Right, next stop, connect this last point. So I have this. It simply means that if I look at this helix from the left hand side this way, I'll be seeing this, but this place will be hidden. Similarly, the same thing applicable to this part. If I look at this way, I'll be seeing this part here, but I'll not see this part. So apply the same procedure. I'll do that this point here, right? This place will be hidden because I can see it, right? Can see it. So I have this. So let's take it at this point. So I have this, right? So next up, I will closing this part up with a thick line because I can see it, right? Can see it. Can see it. Take it down this way. So close it up. See. Take a French curve and cover this part. I have this. So we have successfully constructed our helix. If you found this class helpful, do not forget to click on the subscription button and like. Thank you. Welcome to WiseLink Academy.